project for 15112. So essentially my term project talks about a trading strategy backtester. So what that means is that you can try as many different strategies as you want on any different market. So you can trade on hedge funds, you can trade on NASDAQ, you can trade on Apple, and you can test all sorts of strategies over there. So to start off, I have some web scraping over here using Yahoo Finance. I can figure out how well the market has been performing today. Of course, it's all red because I'm losing money right now and we're in the middle of a recession. To get into more to get into a more important aspect of the project, here's the UI, and this is how you talk to the algorithm. So basically, if you click on ticker, you're expected to type in a company ticker. So if I type in meow, it's not going to work because meow is not a company. So I'm going to have to type in Apple. See, it takes it in. And I'm going to be prompted to enter a start date. This is my birthday, by the way. And let's just go with that. And of course, the end date has to be greater than the start date. So I just can't give it a 2010 thing. 2010 date. It's going to yell at me. It's like, hey, don't do that. You're making me mad. So we're going to leave that as it is. And of course, I need to name the strategy. So I'm going to name it Meow because I have a lot of cats back home. So to get into the indicators that are presented in this platform, I have moving average indicators and I have momentum indicators. So moving average indicators, not a lot of people know what they are. And honestly, before this project, I didn't even know what they were either. So what you can do is that you can just simply hover over SMA, for instance, or VWAP or EMA, and you can learn all about them. It's going to take you to Investopedia. You're going to learn, like, hey, volume weighted average price. And you can just keep on reading. Of course, we're not going to do that here. So I'll just put that aside. So now that you're well informed as to what you're going to be typing it into the prompt, you can just enter any number. Let's just go with 50, 50. Let's just go with 50. And instead of meow, I'm going to name this 50, right? So I'm going to press backtest. When I press backtest, I'm going to be presented with a graph and a pie chart. And within the graph, I have three smaller graphs. For the first graph, I'm going to have a labeling Apple. So here's the price of Apple throughout the years. As you can see, it risen all the way to 150. And I have the buy and sell arrows, and I have all the three strategies that I've used, which is SMA, EMA, VWAP. And for the second graph, I have the simple returns. So I can see all my returns over here. I can plot them in terms of negative 0.1 to 0.1, and I have my portfolio. So I've been making a lot of money, and I can tell from my statistics over here, from my statistics tab, I've made over 228% return, and I've made over approximately $2,200,000. So that's great. I've made over 37 trades. 28 of them were profitable, and I can also put them in percentages. So 75% of them were profitable trades, and of course, I can save this right over here, and I can keep on adjusting it. So let's just say I want an RSI value of 100, right? I want to test it on Apple. So I'm going to press back test again, and I'm going to have RSI this time. See? And this time it took less trades, and I made less money. So that really sucks. So hey, I want to go back. As you can see, RSI went back to 1. RSI has to be back at 1 or whatever. And of course, I can play around with the plot settings, but in order for me to see that visually over here, I'm going to have to press backtest. Turning off adjacent closing price is going to play around a little bit with the price, so that really shouldn't be much of a difference. But as you can see, I lost my second graph, and I think I've done a little bit more trades. So there's that. I can also try the strategy with Meta. So, for instance, I'm going to press backtest, and boom, yeah, see, and I can even go in. I can go back to saying meow. It's not going to let me do it. It's just not going to let me execute. As you can see over here. So yeah, I guess this is my term project. I really hope you've liked it, and KIMCHEE was here.